I hope you remember the parable of the treasure hidden in the field. Right? Jesus tells us in Matthew 13, the kingdom of heaven is like treasure hidden in a field which a man found and hid. And for joy over it, he goes and sells all that he has and buys that field. Reading the Bible to know Christ better is a very rewarding work. He's the treasure hidden in the Scriptures that when you find Him, when you grasp Him, you'll sell everything and anything you have to keep Him and to know Him better. And what I want to encourage you with is that Jesus is doing something here that we can do also. We can use the written Word of God to proclaim the gospel. That's exactly what Jesus is doing. He's going through the whole Old Testament and He's telling them, this is the promise and this is why the Father promised this and this is how it's been fulfilled. He's using the written Word to speak gospel truth to these hopeless, discouraged disciples. And you and I can do that. But it's more than just memorizing John 3:16. That's a good start. But the whole Bible reveals the love and the power and the plan of God's salvation. So let's study the Word and let's use it like Jesus does. Let's bring hope to lost and hurting people. After He points to the Scriptures, I want you to see this. He reveals Himself in their hearts. So He started off by pointing to the written Word. Now He goes and He does that heart work that's really amazing. Look at verse 28. They drew near to the village where they were going, and He indicated that He would have gone farther, but they constrained Him, saying, "Abide with us, for it is toward evening, and the day is far spent." And He went in to stay with them. Now, it came to pass, as He sat at the table with them, that He took bread, blessed and broke it, and gave it to them. Then their eyes were opened, and they knew Him, and He vanished from their sight. This is the reverse of verse 16. So in verse 16, their eyes were restrained so that they could not recognize Jesus. And now here in verse 31, their eyes are open and they see Him clearly. And just as soon as they want to say, "Oh my, it's you, Lord," He just disappears. Right out of their sight. What a story to tell your kids. What an amazing moment that had to be. This is the supernatural work of God to make them see Jesus clearly, to make them believe in the message that they were told. See, I would say that it's not a stretch to believe that this is the moment it fully sank in. Up until now, they believed in the real person of Jesus, and they heard His teaching, and they believed that He spoke the truth, and even that He was sent from God. But here in this moment, they see Him, and they say, our hearts burned within us when He opened the Scriptures, and now it clicks, and they really, fully believe. This is the power of God, and I want to encourage you because it shows us that when we proclaim the Scriptures, Jesus does the work of opening the heart. So we speak the truth, and we go out and we share the gospel, and God does the impossible. He produces that seed and plants it in someone's heart so that they actually embrace it for the truth that it is.